How much of your time, your energy, your life have you spent trying to prove yourself to others? Think about it. Think about all those moments you worked tirelessly, not because you wanted to, but because you felt like you had to. You had to prove to your parents that you're worthy. You had to prove to your friends that you belong. You had to prove to strangers that you're successful. But let me ask you this. Why? Why are you trying so hard to convince the world that you're enough? Isn't it time to stop? Because here's the truth. Proving yourself is a race you will never win. The finish line keeps moving, and the crowd will never be satisfied. No matter how much you achieve, how much you succeed, or how much you sacrifice, it will never feel like enough. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way to live your life not for validation, but for transformation. Not to impress others, but to inspire yourself. What if, instead of proving, you focused on improving? You see, proving yourself is a trap. It ties your worth to other people's opinions that change like the wind. One moment they love you, the next they doubt you. And if your value depends on their approval, you'll spend your entire life chasing something you'll never fully catch. It's exhausting, it's unfulfilling, and worst of all, it's a distraction. A distraction from the only thing that truly matters, becoming the best version of yourself. Let me be clear. Your worth isn't determined by how others see you. It's determined by how much you grow, how much you learn, and how much you contribute to the world. And that happens when you stop proving and start improving. Improvement is a journey. It's not glamorous, it's not quick, it's messy, it's uncomfortable, and it's hard. But that's what makes it real. That's what makes it meaningful. When you focus on improving, you stop comparing yourself to others. Instead, you compare yourself to who you were yesterday. And that's where real progress happens. Not in the spotlight, but in the shadows, when nobody's watching. It's in those quiet moments of struggle and persistence where greatness is born. Here's what I need you to do. Shift your mindset. Stop asking, what will they think of me? Start asking, how can I be better than I was yesterday? Because proving yourself focuses on appearances, but improving yourself focuses on results. And results don't lie. Results don't need applause. They speak for themselves. When you focus on improving, you start to play the long game. You stop worrying about temporary wins and start building lasting success. You stop seeking approval and start seeking purpose. Now I know what you're thinking, but what if I fail? What if I try to improve and I fall short? Let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every great achiever, every world changer, every success story you admire has failed more times than they can count. Failure isn't a reason to stop, it's a reason to start again. Every mistake, every setback, every struggle is a lesson. It's shaping you, refining you, preparing you for what's next. So don't fear failure. Fear standing still. Fear not trying. Fear wasting your life trying to prove something instead of improving everything. There's a freedom that comes when you let go of the need for validation, when you realize that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Because at the end of the day, it's not the opinions of others that define your life. It's the opinion you have of yourself. It's about knowing, deep down, that you gave it your all, that you worked hard, grew stronger, and never gave up. When you focus on improving, you stop living for the applause, and you start living for the process. And that's where true fulfillment lies. Not in the outcome, but in the journey. Improvement doesn't happen overnight. It happens in small steps. One page written, one rep completed, one lesson learned. Don't underestimate the power of small steps, because small steps, taken consistently, lead to massive change. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. So here's my challenge to you. Stop proving. Start improving. Stop living for the opinions of others. Start living for the person you're becoming. Every day, ask yourself, what can I do today to be better than I was yesterday? And then do it. Not for the applause, not for the recognition, but for you. Because when you focus on improving, you don't need to prove anything. Your actions, your growth, your progress will speak louder than any words ever could. Life isn't about impressing others, it's about inspiring yourself. So, I'll leave you with this. Focus on improving, not proving. Because the world doesn't need another person trying to fit in. It needs someone brave enough to stand out by becoming their best self.